Pakistan, land of the pure, child rearing. As a collectivist culture, Pakistan places a lot of importance on child rearing. There is emphasis on obedience and conformity, not just from the side of the offspring, but also the parents themselves involved in the upbringing of these children. As spoken about earlier, Pakistan has a very strong emphasis on community, and that bleeds into having very large families, families who often live in joint family systems with their extended family. As a result, Pakistan has the unique experience of having parental influence from not just one's mother and father, but also one's grandparents, aunts and uncles, and any other older relative who is a part of this joint family system. Parental upbringing is often considered a religious duty from the part of the mothers and fathers. It comes as a moral obligation for the parents to raise their children in accordance to the dictated social norms of that time, so that the child may not suffer by these norms. In fact, there is also socially a different emphasis on what is called social image, which is to say, the reputation of the family. A child should be raised so as to not want to or inadvertently harm this image, which is to say, if a child is misbehaved or disrespectful or does not pursue realistic and desirable monetary gain, for example, career or education paths, then this child risks threatening the social image or reputation of the family, not just of the parents, but also the extended family at large. And this, as a hand into child upbringing, is a really big factor when thinking of child rearing in Pakistan. Religion is also a really big factor in a lot of the way that society works in a country like Pakistan. And so, with religion being a factor, and with as much of as much children as the average Pakistani person has, there is a tendency towards conservative upbringing. This conservative upbringing also translates to a large extent to gender difference, which is to say, boys and girls are often raised on different values. And so, little boys and little girls who grow up to be Pakistani men and women typically have different outlooks on the world and the society at large. There are different gendered values for sons and daughters. Sons are often raised to believe that they will be the breadwinner of the family, that they will ultimately have to pursue career opportunities which lead them to be able to better provide for their wife, their children, and their parents. Whereas daughters are raised to be nurturers, are often raised to believe that they shall be homemakers in the future and to and are taught to take better care of their husband, their children, and their in-laws as opposed to their own parents. These values, however, are fast running out of touch, as most norms change with every generation. And so younger parents, that of the millennial generation and younger, tend to raise their children on values that are more progressive, which is to say, they do not tend to put arbitrary gender difference on boys or girls in terms of pursuing a career. Both parents tend to be involved in upbringing rather than the previously asserted only mom takes care of the children. And both sets of parents are involved in both sets of children and their lives and their accomplishments. This is something that is coming with the turn of the century and hopefully will continue further on into the current generation of new parents. Thanks for listening. Bye.